Hey, if you're working from home, I found a way to take your mic quality to the next level. Your friends, colleagues, gaming buddies, viewers and listeners are going to be so grateful and they're going to think you're in a studio. Trust me, these £20 earbuds did not sound like this to start with. I can show you how they used to sound. Listen out for the noise and you can see it too on this level. Right now when I don't speak, it's silence. As soon as I switch it to the original, you can see for yourself. You hear that? How does my voice sound now? Bit more harsh, not as clear, and a lot more noise. Let's go back to the ASMR Beauty and find out how you can set this up too. First, let's check our mic settings just to make sure everything's alright. Open Control Panel, go to Hardware and Sound, and you can actually drag this sound to the desktop to make a shortcut because we're going to be coming back here a few times. Go to Recording, find your mic and double click it. Go to Levels and make sure this is on the max 100 because this can jump around by itself, so this would be a good place to start. This is kind of like volume for your mic. Of course microphones don't have volume, so it's called levels instead, but it's the same thing as a normal volume. If I bring this down, my voice is going to be quiet. If I bring it all the way down, you don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to here. Do you see what I mean? Alright, next thing, advanced. In the format you have different quality options. Go on 48K, 48,000 Hertz. Some things don't even have that, like this webcam. Here it's got only goes up to 32K. FM radio, so dead, but I hope it's better than AM at least. In that case, just do the highest quality option, but you shouldn't need to go higher than 48K. That's standard, so I would stick with that. By the way, these didn't always have the name webcam and headphones. If yours has a weird name like USB audio device or Realtek high definition audio line in, you can also change the name here to something that you actually understand. You can call it headphones or mic, and you can also change the icon. Okay, now let's get to the downloads. The first thing you need is Voice Meter Banana. That's with 2 E's, that's why I said it like that. But of course, the link's going to be in the description. Just scroll down and install this exe. Once you've done that, scroll back up because we're also going to need the virtual audio cable from the same place. So now we can send our audio through virtually. Don't ask me what that means, but just download and install it. Next thing, Mini Host Modular by Fruity Loop Studio. If any of you guys make sick beats, you'll be familiar. If not, you have to sign up, make an account. You can see here I've registered on the forum. Only then you'll see the download links. But if you trust me, I'll also include a Google Drive link so you don't have to do all that. This is what we're going to use to put our filter in, but it doesn't actually come with a filter itself, so we need to get that from Reaper. They've got a set of plugins and we're going to be using this filter to get rid of all the background noise. So just click this 64-bit download and install it. Now we've got the banana open, let's set it up, starting with the hardware input. Here you're going to pick your mic. If you're paying attention, you might see it twice. You see here I've got headphones here and here. Pick WDM first. If that sounds good, keep it. If it doesn't, if it's crackling or has some other issues, then try KS, and finally the upside down WWE. Now for the hardware output, click A1, and here we're going to pick cable input. Again, there's 2. Now you're just going to pick the driver that you used for your input. Because I'm using MME for my headphones, I'm going to pick MME for my cable input. But like I said, try WDM on both of them first. If you're feeling like a DJ now, wait till you see the next part. Go to Menu, System Settings / Options, and here we're going to insert our patches. Click these 2 buttons here, input 1 left and right. Here is where we're going to insert our filter. Now you can close that and let's get our other program open, Mini Host Modular. Now it's time to make some sick beats. Now I'm joking, these buttons don't work sadly, but the filters do. So go to File, Preferences, Plugins, and it will be blank. So we need to scan and verify it, and then hopefully all the plugins will show up. Go back to Audio MIDI. Your device type should be ASIO, and can you guess the device? Of course it's going to be Voice Meter Insert Virtual ACO because we picked Patch Insert. Now we can close this and we're going to add our filter by right clicking in the middle, go to add plugin, and we want the Re-Fir, Re-F-I-R. standalone. Before we set this up, let's get it connected. Drag from the audio in to the first circle and from the out to the out. If everything worked, you should see this light up as you're speaking. If not, go back and double check. Now in the filter, set the mode to subtract. You guessed it, it's going to subtract the noise. The way it works is very clever. It builds a snapshot of the noise for your mic and your surroundings, and it will use that to take away the noise. So all you have to do is find 10 seconds in your day when your family are not making noise. Take a deep breath in, tick automatically build noise profile, and wait for this red line to stabilize. I'll give you a demo. That's all it takes. This is going to get rid of all the noise. I can give you a quick example. I'm going to be silent, so turn the volume all the way up. When I switch the mode from subtract, you're going to hear the difference. Are you ready? You feel that? The calm is gone. This is what it's been getting rid of the whole time. So it makes a huge difference. This is one of the best things you can do to improve your mic quality. Almost done, only one more thing to do. We've sorted out the noise, now let's work on our voice. We can close this, but Mini-Host Modular has to stay open. And the next time you turn on your computer, you have to open it again. So let's save this graph so that we don't have to do these settings again. Then the next time you open it, you can go to File, and it should be in Recent Files. Now we can minimize it and go back to the banana. Now that we've gotten rid of the noise, you'll be able to clearly hear the difference when we make our voice adjustments. There's only one thing to do, it's the IntelliPan. This can make your cheap, harsh mic sound like you're on a podcast. When I bring it down, it sounds lower and clearer and just more pleasant. You can go all the way down, but that's a bit too low. And also, I don't want to catfish anyone, so I keep it just a bit because these headphones aren't too bad. So you can try drag it around with yours and see what sounds good. Just make sure you're bringing it all the way down and to the left. Don't go up at all because that is going to ruin everything. I know you're curious, thinking what's going to happen if I bring it up, so I'll show you. Basically, if you ever want it to sound like you're in a bathroom, this is what you need to do. Don't ask me why you'd want to do that. So just keep it all the way down, then go as far left as you need to. How will you know how far to go? Well, we need to make a recording. Open up the sound settings shortcut we made earlier, go to recording and make sure that the cable is the default device, not the headphones. So scroll down to cable output, click it and click set default. Then open the voice recorder app and let's hear how it sounds. Because we've changed our default device to the cable, the voice recorder should be listening through the banana and through the filter. Just make a quick recording. If you don't know what to say, you can say the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Then you can play it back and make sure it doesn't sound like this. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. You know what to do if it does? Change the driver. If it sounds fine and the filter's working, it's time to make a new recording and start talking to yourself. I would just say something like, now I'm bringing it all the way down, how does this sound? Now I'm going to put it about halfway, is this better? Now I'm bringing it a bit lower. Now I'm going to double click to see how it sounded like before. Then stop that recording and play it back to yourself. Once you've found the right level, that's it, you're done. Just make sure that in Discord or your meeting software, whatever you're using, that the input device, if it's on default, you need to make sure that your default device is the cable and not your headphones. Or you can specify the input device and set it to the cable. If you set it here as cable, then you don't need to worry about this one. And you're good to go. If this helped you out, like, comment, subscribe and all of that.